throw. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You remember me? Let's go, baby!
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Right there. 180. 54 miles. Switch up, switch up.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On second down, here's Penny. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Wilson operating from the gun. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with a run by Davis, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The catch made by Miller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Trubisky to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So the victory here for Seattle, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.